How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Today we're in a battle versus Wamar in the OU tier from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. And go check out my opponent Wamar's channel. He does like draft league content and stuff like that, so definitely go check them out. There'll be a link in the description down below. So looking at the team, Hitmonchan, Aerodactyl, Alola Muk, Sandslash, Pikachu, Partner Pikachu, and the Zapdos. Interesting looking team. So they probably lead with the Aerodactyl, so I'm just going to lead with my Vaporeon. Because once you get Stealth Rocks up, that's it, they're up for good. Because there's like no hazard spinners. I don't think there's any spinners in the game. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I searched Rapid Spin on Showdown and I couldn't find anything. So hopefully, unless Sandslash randomly gets it, I don't know. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Wamar. Let's see what my opponent's going to lead off with. I'm like 90% sure it's going to be the Aerodactyl. That's for sure. I'm definitely sure it's going to be the Aerodactyl. So let's see what they do here. Muk comes in. Nice lead. Alola Muk's pretty cool. I really like how it looks in this game as well. It looks really cool. So let's go ahead and go straight for a Scold. Try and get a burn on this. No. Yeah, let's go for a Scold real quick. Just to get a burn off on this thing, hopefully. Because Vaporeon's pretty bulky, so we can definitely take a hit from this thing. No problem. We go for a Scold. Let's see if we can get a burn on this physical attacking Muk. Let's see if it's physical attacking for a start. They go for a Screech. Interesting. So that's an interesting tech to use on Alola Muk. That's the thing about Let's Go battles. You see a lot of interesting tech because there's limited move pool for Pokemon. So it's always interesting to see what people bring. What I'm going to do now is, because I'm expecting a Crunch right now, after a Screech, I'm going to bring in my Machamp because we've got Earthquake on it and I'll definitely take out the Alola Muk. Withdrawing my Vaporeon into my Machamp. Probably the best thing I can do in the face of a Crunch. So let's see what they do. They withdraw their Muk, and they're going to go into what exactly? Zapdos comes in. Now, I'm pretty sure Zapdos' only flying type move is Drill Peck, but I'm still threatened out by it. So I'm going to have to go into my Magneton real quick. Magneton should be able to take any hit this thing can throw at me. Pretty sure it doesn't get Heat Wave in this game. Pretty sure it doesn't get Heat Wave. So we'll go into Magneton, like so. See what they want to do. See what they want to do. They go for a Drill Peck, which would have definitely hit my Machamp, but not so much my Magneton. It's 4 times resisted. We are golden. So, looking at the team, they more than likely bring in their Sandslash right now. So I'm going to go straight for a Reflect here. They do go for a U-turn. And that's going to bounce right off us as well. And like I said, they probably go into either the Hitmonchan or the Sandslash right now. I would say Sandslash was probably more likely because it's immune to Thunderbolts. In comes the Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan makes sense. So in it comes, we go for a Reflect. That's going to be great for us. Boosting our physical defense on our Pokemon. We can now switch into wherever we want to, pretty much. And what I'm going to go into here is, because it hits everything on the team pretty hard, I'm going to go into Charizard because it's a flying type. We can take a fighting type move, no problem, especially behind a Reflect. Let's see how this plays out for them. So there we go. Charizard comes on in. Should take any hit that they want to go for. Brick Break. That's going to break our screens. Interesting. So Brick Break is very interesting. So that breaks our screens. Now, we can just Mega Evolve into our Y form. And I'm going to go straight for a... I want to go for an Air Slash, but I feel like they bring one of the other Pokemon, like a Zapdos or something. But we do outspeed the Zapdos. We don't outspeed the Pikachu, though. So I guess we Mega Charizard Y, and then we go for a Fire Blast, because they're probably going to the Pikachu or the Zapdos here, or the Muk, or the Aerodactyl. Even better. More damage on the Aerodactyl is more, is more, like, better. So we're going to Mega Evolve into our Charizard Y form. Like so. And hopefully we don't miss the Fire Blast, which unfortunately we... Oh, we don't. Never mind. I thought we did then. And that's going to do a lot of damage to that Aerodactyl. And... Oh, no burn. Never mind. I was going to say, and we got a burn, but no, never mind. What can we do here? Probably Vaporeon is the best bet, because they're definitely going to go for a Stealth Rocks here. Stealth Rocks is definitely coming. So we'll withdraw our Charizard real quick. Go into our Vaporeon, who can get a free Scold off on something in this case. They do go for the Stealth Rocks. They are now up for good because we don't have a Rapid Spinner. Because they aren't really a thing in Let's Go. It's funny how they were like, let's not bring any modern moves. Just to make it feel more like Gen 1. And they bring like Scold and Stealth Rock and stuff still. Like they cut Giga Drain so that it'd only be Mega Drain like in Gen 1. But then they still have Stealth Rock and Scold. They go for a Rock Slide. Just as I've had an opponent do this before. Hopefully they don't flinch us. They don't. We go for a Scald. That should KO the Aerodactyl from here. as down it goes. We claim the first KO, which is fantastic. Now, if we get Charizard in on something like the Sandslash, then we'll be able to get a free Fire Blast off on something, and that'll be amazing. In comes Zapdos. This thing obviously threatens me to no end, but it's fine. We can live with that. Let us go into Magneton once again. They may U-turn here expecting us to switch out. If they do, so be it. If they didn't, then, you know, I still have to switch my Vaporeon out because it's one of the things that walls the Sandslash, and it can also burn the Hitmonchan if need be. So we get some stones dug into us. They do go for a T-Bolt, which is going to bounce right off my Magneton. Oh, it looks... Actually, no, that did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. That's unfortunate. Let's go for a Thunderbolt anyway, because I feel like they go into Hitmonchan again, but they don't. They stay in and go straight for another Thunderbolt, which is fine. We get a free Thunderbolt off on the Zapdos, which is great. Like so. And that does half, which is great. So half damage to that, and then we just let Magneton go down to another hit. They might even switch out. They might even switch out, but I doubt they do. They go for a Roost, getting rid of their flying typing, which means they're now going to take less damage from the Thunderbolt because it will be resisted. Which is unfortunate. But at least we got some chip damage off on there anyway. As now they can just finish us off with whatever they want to go for. Which is probably going to be a Drill Peck or a Thunderbolt. There's the Thunderbolt coming through. Magneton does go down. So what an electrifying battle so far. An electrifying battle. So Magneton does go down. And now I'm wondering what to do here. I'm leaning towards... Charizard could go for a Fire Blast, which might outspeed, but I want to save that for the Sandslash. So I think my best bet is probably going to be the Venusaur, because we can put it sleep. And sleep moves are allowed in Let's Go, by the way. I know that I kind of want to save this, because it's one of my few Pokemon that can switch in on the Pikachu. So I kind of want to go into you. I am going to go into Clefable right now. I am going to go into Clefable, because Clefable can wall this thing pretty well. If we get a Carmine up especially, we'll be pretty golden. But I also want to get my Stealth Rocks up, if I can. But at the same time, their team's not really weak Stealth Rocks other than the Zapdos, so I think I'm going to go for a Carmine here. I think that's the way to go. They go for a U-turn, which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. As Zapdos is now going to go back to Wamar. They probably bring in the Alolan Muck here, I would say. Probably the Alolan Muck. Gutty comes in. Who's Gutty? The Sandslash. Okay, Sandslash comes in. We go for a Carmine. Like so. There we go. Carmine comes through. And then we can now hit this thing pretty hard with an attack if we want to. But I'm leaning towards switching into Charizard. I think I will switch into Charizard here. I think I will switch into Charizard. I'm fully expecting a EQ right now, or a Poison Jab, which we can take. I'm sure we can take even after a Stealth Rocks. So we'll go Charizard real quick, like so. They go for a Toxic. Interesting. So Toxic's an interesting move for them to go for there. Why is it an interesting move? Well, it just is. So if we can we can still get some KOs here, potentially with the Charizard, because Fire Blast is going to hit really hard. We just have to hit the Fire Blast. That's the problem. So I could go for a Roost. I don't think I should. I think I should just start hitting this thing with a Fire Blast, getting some damage off on the team. They withdraw the Sandslash. What are they going to go into, though? That's the real question. Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan comes in. We go for a Fire Blast, and we don't miss, which is nice. And that does a solid 90%. And we get the burn as well on the Hitmonchan, which is crazy good. Poison is going to take effect. And after this next turn, we are going to go down to the Poison. But I think they just let this thing go down here. So I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse just in case they switch out into Zapdos. Just in case they switch out into Zapdos, but they don't, as we go for a Dragon Pulse, and we get a KO with the Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y is back, baby. Gotta love it. So Hitmonchan goes down, which is fantastic, and we unfortunately go down to the Poison as well. So Charizard Y did alright. It got a KO on the Hitmonchan. We have other things for their Pokemon now. We don't have to worry too much. So what I'm going to go into now is I'm going to go in... They probably go into Zapdos, right? Right? I think. Is Zapdos the right play for them? I'm going to go via Venusaur. I don't think they go Zapdos here. I think they go Muck. Just my gut instinct. Could be wrong. General. That is the Pikachu. So the Pikachu is in. What can we do against the Pikachu, though? That's the real question. I think we just go for a Mega Drain, right? Yeah, we go for a Mega Drain. Mega Drain should do a lot of damage to the Pikachu. They go for a Floaty Fall, which is the flying type exclusive move for Pikachu. Really cool animation. Really cool animation. We go for a Mega Drain, though. And that's going to do some solid damage to the Pikachu and get us some nice health back. So we should be able to take another Floaty Fall. Barely. And I kind of want to save my... I kind of want to save this for later, so... what do I do? If the flying type move just hits really hard against us. If only I could Mega. Let's go for a Mega Drain again. Let's just go for another Mega Drain. They go for another Floaty Fall. We might live this based on the damage we took from it. We do live, which is nice. And we don't get paralyzed, which is great. I don't know if it can paralyze or not, but I'm assuming it can. Pikachu is going to go down to a Mega Drain, which is fantastic. And that's one less Pokemon for my Vaporeon to have to deal with. Vaporeon is going to be the key to taking out Sand Slash. And then they can probably just bring the Zapdos in now and do a lot of damage to us with a Drill Peck. There's the Zapdos coming in. Again, they probably just go for a Drill Peck here. We do not have the best switch into this thing. So the best thing for me to do is let Venusaur go down and go for a Sludge Bomb just in case they roost or something like that. But they go straight for the Drill Peck. There was no reason not to. And that's going to take out Venusaur, unfortunately. So Venusaur does go down. But the game is not over yet. We are still here. We are still here. Let us see what we can do. I think the best thing to do is go to Clefable. I think that is the best thing for us to do. So we'll go into Pixie real quick. Like that. And then we'll set up a Calm Mind real quick. So let's go for a Calm Mind like so. And even if they bring in the Alola Muck, we should still outspeed them. They go for a T-Bolt. That's going to sting a little bit. Not too much though. As we get a Calm Mind off. Now after this Calm Mind, we should be able to live another T-Bolt. Should. Zapdos is a very powerful Pokemon. That's for sure. So let's see how this plays out for us. It's definitely the best electric type in the game. That's for sure. Let's go for a Moonblast. And hopefully we do a lot of damage. They go for a Drill Peck because that hits on the physical side. Doesn't get the KO as we get a +1 Moonblast off on this Zapdos, which is fantastic. And that is going to nearly KO the Zapdos. So we're either going to nearly KO the Zapdos or do something else with it. So let's see how this plays out for us. They go for a T-Bolt to KO us. They don't go for a Roost, which is nice. As down goes Clefable. What we weaken the Zapdos, which is the most important part. We definitely weaken the Zapdos, which is the most important part. And now we just need to go into our Machamp. Or do we go into our Vaporeon? They may Roost on the Vaporeon. I think I go into Machamp here. And the reason I say this with the Machamp is because there's a good chance they're going to Roost here. And if they Roost, they become pure electric type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Superpower. Just in case they switch out into Muck. Or just in case they go for a Roost. They go for a U-turn. So they're going to U-turn out of there. Which makes a lot of sense. It's going to do like no damage to us. But it gets them out of there. And then they can bring in their Alola Muck or their Sand Slash right now. Which is fair enough. Alola Muck comes in. Alola Muck is here. Let's see how much Superpower does. Superpower comes through. And that easily KOs the Muck from there. Down it goes. Down it goes. Lowers our defenses, unfortunately. But with the Alola Muck out of the way, we are golden. We are golden right now. In comes the Zapdos, which is always nice to see. This thing's definitely going to go for a Roost here, so I kind of want to go for an EQ or a Bulk Up. Or a Superpower. I think I'm going to go for a Superpower because I feel like they go for a Drill Peck on our lower defenses. They do go for a Drill Peck on our lower defenses. We aren't able to take that Drill Peck, unfortunately, because of our lower defenses. And now it all comes down to Vaporeon. Can Vaporeon win this battle? I don't think Vaporeon can take a Thunderbolt from this thing. And if it can take a Thunderbolt, I think Sand Slash outspeeds and KOs us. I'm pretty sure. So Stones are going to dig in. There's no way we live this Thunderbolt from the Zapdos, that's for sure. Let's go for a Scald real quick. They go for a T-Bolt. Can we live? Come on, Vaporeon. No, we cannot. As that is going to be the game. So GG Wamar, that was a pretty fun one. Shame Mega Charizard Y couldn't do too much, but Mega Charizard Y is back. So, you know, here we are. GG Wamar. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.